Good morning, everyone. It is like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and we are getting ready to make dinner for tonight because everything you throw in here. Today's video is on a pot roast. We are using one of our chuck roasts, but you can use other roasts too. I'm spraying the pan right this second. Let me sit you back up here. See if I can do it without dropping you. You do not have to spray the pan by any means. I just do it because I'm lazy and I don't like having to work to clean it later. And that just makes sure absolutely nothing sticks. So when you are making a pot roast, we do baby carrots. I have baby carrots in the bottom of ours. You can do chunks of onion, or you can put like those baby fingerling potatoes in it. I recommend if you put the little fingerling potatoes, use a fork and cut a couple, like just poke a hole or two in them, because it'll help them cook better and help the flavor get in better. So I am taking our carrots and putting them down in the bottom of our pan. And then our roasts are vacuum sealed. This thing is frozen solid. So I'm just gonna keep it on high. It works every single time. I'm gonna do this side because it's a little more flat. And I just kind of squeeze it down in there. Let me wash my hands real quick. So we are taking our roast and just literally kind of getting it down in there in that bed of carrots. Again, you can throw potatoes, you can throw onions, you can put whatever you want to in this. I do a little bit, probably like a teaspoon or so of salt, just sprinkled across the top, and about a teaspoon or so of garlic sprinkled across the top, garlic powder. These are completely optional because your entire flavor recipe is going to be in these two things. French onion soup mix or dip mix. It's recipe soup and dip mix. And then Hidden Valley Ranch dip mix. I do not like ranch salad dressing. I also do not like onions. It doesn't taste like onions. It doesn't taste like ranch. They mix together to make, I don't really know exactly what the flavor is, but it's delicious. So we literally just take this and sprinkle it evenly across the container. I'm gonna do the exact same thing with the ranch. I'm not gonna show you that because it's awkward holding the phone like that. Eventually I'll have to figure out a better way to do these videos. You sprinkle ranch. So this is where we are at right now. And then I'm going to take a whole stick of butter. It does not need to be softened. I pulled this bad boy from the fridge. I'm using salted butter just because we like a little more seasoning. You can do unsalted if that is what works best for your family, or you're trying to do a lower sodium thing. And we are taking the butter and just sticking it directly on top of that pot roast. I'm also going to get 1 container of beef broth, and I'm going to pour it not on top of this because I want the seasoning to stay on top of that. I'm just gonna kind of go around the edges because we like to take that broth out at the end, and I will scoop some of the broth out, strain it through a fine mesh strainer and make it gravy. But you can do it just like this, and that broth will help steam it up. We're gonna put the lid on it. Don't take the lid off, don't open it, don't do anything else. And I'm gonna put it on high for the better part of the day. Since ours is frozen, you can do it from thawed. And in like 6-7 hours, this thing will have completely thawed out, cooked, and I'll be able to take the tongs and literally go like this and shred, like easily shred the pot roast. Because we like ours more shredded. We're gonna put it with mashed potatoes and gravy tonight. So I will come back later in the day to show you that process. So we are back to check on our pot roast. Put that back there. So we will typically take a fork for some tongs. See how tender it is and how easily it pulls apart. And like, this is from completely frozen, so you don't have to like remember to thaw anything. You can just take it, throw it in a pan. Hey buddy, will you grab me a plate so I can get this little fat piece off? Will you grab me a plate? So I will skim like the big chunks of fat off. Look at that. Thank you, baby. But see, like this big blob right here. Well, I picked a chuck roast. You can do this with a rump roast or sirloin tip roast. But I don't know if you can see like how juicy. And then this, like all the seasonings, make it super delicious, juicy broth. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Yes. Super delicious broth. So I'm actually going to take a lot of the extra broth off, and I will scoop it through like a strainer so there's no like big chunks of stuff. And I will strain that, and then I will make a roux with some flour and some butter, and we will actually do a gravy with ours. But just doing this broth by itself is delicious.